Hey YouTube, I'm Jacob Beach with the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. What you see before you is some batoning mayhem. I came out here today to baton these four absolutely excellent knives, not because I don't already have hours and hours of batoning with every knife, and not because I couldn't already tell you how each knife handles in the batoning comfort department, but because I wanted you guys to see the knives do something that a knife normally wouldn't be used for. I want to challenge other YouTubers to stop batoning little pieces of pine and stuff to show that a knife can do it. It's a joke, and Pakistani stuff can do it at that level. And also to show that with each of these knives, whether it be in 1095 or 1070 in the case of the Schrade, they are incredibly tough, and I really would trust these knives to do a lot. So obviously today I'm here to talk about the comfort of batoning. Didn't use any gloves so I could get a really good idea of it, and I'm going to show you some footage here and then we're going to talk about it. So stick around and watch me destroy this massive piece of, I believe it's maple, might be oak. Guys, since we're all about measurement here, you're looking at a big old piece of log, about 20 inches, 21 inches in height, and solid 7 inches in width. Now, what you'll notice, this is hardwood, I believe it's maple, is the grain. As it comes up at this angle, this tree was twisted, and so it's a very hard wood, and it's absolutely not something that you would typically baton through. So let's get to it. The first knife that I'm going to use is the Jessica X. You can see here that the blade barely spans the width of the wood, so I've got a lot of work ahead of me. BK9. Again, it's barely going to span the gap here. That's what we're looking for. BK4. BK4 might be interesting because it's got this thin part of the blade here. We'll see. BK21 Reinhardt Kukri. Let's see. Got lots of length on this knife, which is nice. guys. So first place is going to go to this Schrade. It has appropriate grind geometry for batoning. I don't think that the geometry makes a huge difference when batoning, because as you saw in the last video, all of the knives scored relatively close in their ability to baton, but you start to notice a little bit of that advantage in this really hard stuff. The Schrade went through this quite easy, but that's not why I ranked it number 1 in comfort. This long handle gives you the ability to choose where you want to put your hand, and also gives you the ability to more effectively bang on the back side of this knife, which is quite nice. And the spine here, you know, there's no swedge or anything like that to eat up your baton. You get the full force of your hit every time. So it did really well. So this knife overall gets first place with a total of 4 points. Second place, I'm going to have to say, is the Reinhardt. I actually feel like grind-wise and hit-wise, it might be the least strong knife of the group, but you have so much length here that once again, unless you are batoning something that's this big, which the other knives aren't really going to do as well anyways, you have a lot more room to pick your hits. And that's really a nice thing to be able to do when you're out there in the bush. So BK21 gets second place with 3 points, and really it just does not split the wood as effectively as the Schrade does. Third place is going to have to go to the BK9. Obviously I have countless hours on film, and especially off film with this knife batoning, with and without the micarta grips. Although, you know, I should have taken the micarta grips off, put the factory ones back on. But I have so much experience batoning with this knife. For its weight and size and everything, it's an incredible performer. These other two knives are really in a different category. They're different kinds of knives. And for what the BK9 is, it is absolutely excellent at what it does. And then in last place is the BK4. Although I really like batoning with this thing, and overall in the score on the last series, it did outperform the BK9 a little bit. When you start getting into the really rough stuff, I don't know if it's necessarily just the shape of the blade or what it is, but it can start to get a little bit more gummed up in there. Now, practically, the BK9 and the BK4 are going to be almost identical in performance and comfort, so this is really splitting hairs. But I did, for comfort, I do prefer the BK9 just a little bit more. For weight, I would take the BK4. So the BK9 got 2 points. In this competition, the BK4 got 1 point. I'm going to throw up the overall score above, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm excited to wrap up this series. If there's anything that I've learned here, it's that this Schrade is a much better knife than I would have expected. And also, as much as you see broken Beckers online, I think it's because there are so many Beckers made. You see broken anything. But these knives really can take a beating. So please hit me up in the comment section. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me I look stupid, whatever you want to do. And I look forward to it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.